But with that being said, folks, we mentioned at the top of the show that we are back once again with another one of those.
Yo, man, what the was you thinking?
And for those of y'all out there that are tuned in and listening right now, you already know the controversy that we spoke about a couple of weeks ago about the whole entire T app. And for those of y'all out there who don't remember, well, let me go ahead and refresh your memory real quick. So keep it locked.
This T app is all fun and games, but y'all better pray that these men don't get their own version. A lot of y'all women get spared so much because men don't run their mouth. If men ran their mouth half as much as y'all ran y'all mouth, a lot of y'all would be in trouble. A lot of y'all. Because everything that these men be guilty of, y'all be guilty of and more. If these men get an app where they can expose anonymously the trifling women that a lot of y'all are, y'all gonna be in trouble. Y'all gonna be in a lot of trouble. A lot of y'all been smashing a lot of men in y'all cities, right? Y'all done got around. And it's gonna get bigger than just barbershop talk where they can compare notes about y'all. They'll have a whole app where they can show and talk about how many of y'all done smashed how many dudes in the city, right? All of the nasty things you done to those dudes on the first meetup. How many of y'all done lied about being pregnant? How many of y'all done put babies on men that didn't even belong to them? How many of y'all done had trains ran on you? Talk about your hygiene and how some of y'all cat be stank. How nasty a lot of y'all are when it comes to how clean you keep the place that you stay. How well you take care of your kids. How some of y'all are deadbeats, but you live in the house with your children. Like, y'all truly don't want this to get to the point where men can expose y'all. And we ain't even gonna get into the pictures and videos that a lot of these men got of y'all. Because y'all just be sending nudes to anybody. Like, it could get real wild out here in these streets. So this is a slippery slope with this whole exposing people's type stuff. And especially when it's only one-sided and you can only get one version of the story. Y'all better get on y'all knees and pray that these men don't get an opportunity to expose y'all. Because us men and women who have lived decent lives and we've lived lives that we can be proud of, there's nothing to expose. So we could care less about these apps, right? Don't matter. App for men, app for women. There's nothing to expose. We don't go around sleeping with a whole bunch of people and involving ourselves with a whole bunch of people. So there ain't nothing to say about us. So we safe. But the rest of y'all be careful.
Now, I don't know whether or not this lady is a clairvoyant or she just happens to have some inside information, but quiet is kept. As she had mentioned, if the men happen to come out with one, well, guess what? They happen to do so. And we're going to take a listen to that one as well. So keep it locked.
The T on her app is active and the guys are on it. And they posting y'all pictures. And I just seen a live where a dude was going state by state by request and showing the different women in that said state and looking up girls for people on the live. So y'all wanted to play this game. Let the games begin, right? I said it before. If you're a halfway decent man or woman, you ain't really got to worry about nothing because you're not going to end up on there because there is no tea on you to be had. However, y'all who've been running through the city, you're going to be on there. And the way it's going to work for men is that they're going to use this app to prey on y'all, right? They're going to find the girls who is got green flags because, see, the green flags is talking about how easy you are to sleep with, the things that you do in the bedroom, and those men are going to come after you solely just to test out what the other men said. So a lot of y'all who on these dating apps, you better watch out, because if you on dating apps and you on this T app for these men, they're coming directly after you specifically just to see if what the other men said about you is true and whether or not you do the things that those other men said that you be doing. All right? So yeah, they're going to be on there bashing y'all, but men truly don't even be caring about the bashing part because they know that they're not going to keep you long term, right? They're not trying to make you their girlfriend. They're not trying to make you their wife, but they will test out and see what those other men are saying and if it's true.
Now, dating in this whole era, generation, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, man, it is getting very messy. Now, I understand that there's a lot of people out there who would prefer to have some kind of like, inside information or background check on the person that they may potentially date or potential love interest. But I don't know about this whole thing about spilling dirt on people personally and all that stuff, especially when it comes to these apps and all that good stuff, man. Let me know what y'all think out there. Do you feel as though this whole T app or this T on her app situation that you see going back and forth on both sides, is this something that you would indulge in? Is this something that you champion, or is this something that you just look at like, yo,
man, what the was you thinking?
And that's going to do it for tonight's segment of What the Was You Thinking here tonight on the EMillio EgBar Show. I see we got my homegirls Black Silk in the house, though. Shout out to you, Silk, and shout out to everybody else out there that is tuned in and listening right now to tonight's live broadcast of the EMillio EgBar Show.